Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do for you guys a holiday inspired glam look. So I have a little fake lash, a super shimmery eyeshadow, glowing natural skin, and then a big bright red lip, which I think is perfect for the holidays. So this is definitely getting me in the mood. I'm ready to decorate my house and start listening to Christmas music. So if you guys want to see how I did this look, then just keep watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have been looking so forward to the holidays. I've honestly been ready for the holidays like since September. I feel like with the pandemic and everything that's been going on, like we could all use just something to lift our spirits. So today I wanted to do a holiday makeup routine, a makeup look I've never done before. I just like gathered some products that I thought would be really beautiful for it, like some super sparkly eyeshadows, my favorite go-to red lip, and I thought I would just do like a fun, beautiful holiday makeup look with you guys. So let's just hop right on in. So to start, I'm going to be prepping my skin with, this is Beautycounter Plumping Facial Oil number 2. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of this in my hand, literally just 2 drops. And I'm just gonna gently like press it into my skin, not too much. A little bit on my neck. And then I'm gonna go in with, this is the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer. Gorgeous primer. I've been loving this lately. A little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to put this on my face with my fingers and just like blend it in. I love that it has like little gold specks of glitter in it. It's like not glittery, but it's also not like completely matte, which is really nice. Just do this like under my eyes and a little bit on top of my eye because I'm gonna do definitely some eyeshadow and eyeliner. Okay, so now to start with my foundation, I'm going to be using my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk in 3.5, the one that I always use, as well as my L'Oreal True Match in color in 7, and just kind of mix them together to make my own shade of foundation just on the back of my hand. Just like that. And then I'm going to be applying it with this damp sponge. I think it's called a Biddy, and it's pretty much like a beauty blender, but even softer. So I would love to know, is anyone doing anything super fun for the holidays? Like, does anyone have any fun holiday traditions? I'm in LA still, but I'm going to Texas at the end of this week. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be posting this video, maybe closer to the holidays. But one of my favorite things is that for Thanksgiving, me and my family always go to this like super cute place in Texas. It's like in the middle of nowhere, literally like in the middle of the woods, and we rent a cabin. It's super cute. We always do like a bonfire and s'mores, and we do a big Thanksgiving dinner there. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's really beautiful. There's like a little ranch and some horses and a ton of beautiful walking trails. It's on a lake. It's just like the most peaceful, happy place ever, and I'm really excited to do that. But yeah, I'd love to hear if you guys, if anyone has any fun like holiday traditions that they do every year with their family. So now that I have a bit of foundation on, I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass concealer. This is in the shade Beach, and I'm just gonna do a little bit under my eyes, not a ton because I'm probably gonna end up adding more at the end anyways, like I always do. But just kind of like as a base for the eyeshadow. So a little bit on top of the eye and a little bit underneath the eye. And I'm also gonna blend this in with my damp sponge. Can't decide today if I wanna start with like my face and do all my bronzer and all of that first, or if I wanna do my eyes first. I kind of think I always hop around. I'm gonna do some of my bronzer and stuff first and then go on to the eyes. So I'm gonna be using from Hourglass, this is Radiant Bronze Light Bronzing Powder. It's really beautiful, and I'm just gonna bronze up my entire face and kind of use this kind of as a contour, but also really to just like warm up everything and give me a little bit more dimension under my chin and jaw. And then, you guys know, I like to pinch the tip of the brush and just go right across the tip of my nose and a little bit down either side. Just a little bit of a nose contour, but nothing too intense, or I end up looking really crazy. Basically just literally putting this everywhere. Okay, now I'm gonna go in also with Hourglass. This is Ambient Lighting Edit Mini, and it's so cute. I just got sent this, and I love this like blush color here. So I'm gonna use this on the tops of my cheekbones and kind of across the top of my nose as well. And then I always do just a little bit on my forehead and chin so that everything looks like cohesive. And I'm just gonna buff this out. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with my eye makeup and I'm gonna do my tape trick. If you guys haven't watched my red carpet makeup tutorial, I always do this for events. So I take a tiny piece of like clear Scotch tape and I just place it on the back of my hand just to kind of remove some of the stick. I'll do it once or twice so that it's not quite as sticky whenever I put it on my face. And then I just put it under my eye at an angle that I want my eyeshadow to go. So if I'm doing a light cat eye, which I basically always do because I think it's so flattering, then I always do this tape trick so that the eyeshadow is like super snatched. And then you just want to put the other piece of tape on the other side and just make sure that they are like at the same angle. I'm gonna start with, this is from Givenchy and this is 9.05, maybe just number 9. I'm not sure. It's an eyeshadow palette. Looks like this. And so I'm going to start with this kind of warm color right here. So it's just kind of like a warm, I don't know, neutral, kind of like the color of bronzer. And it's matte. And I'm just going to do this lightly in the outer corners of my eye to give it a little bit of depth and dimension, because I'm going to do like a super, super shimmery holiday look with the eyes. So just a little bit to warm it up. Right in the crease and then in the outer corner. I never like to bring dark colors into the inner corner of my eyes because I feel like it closes them off and makes them look too, just a little too close together for me. Okay, that's it for the depth and dimension that I'm gonna add, at least for now. Ow, and then I pull this off. You see it has like a nice little angle to it. And then what I'm gonna do, now for the fun part, I literally never do anything this fun with my makeup, so I'm kind of excited. This is from Tarte, SEAGLASS. It is a liquid eyeshadow. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Super sparkly, and it's called Sweet Life. So this is so sparkly, and I'm just gonna place it right in the center of my eyelid. Just on the center of the eyelid. I'm not gonna go up too high into the crease, and I'm actually gonna do more than that. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand and apply it with my finger. I feel like that's the best way to apply like a sparkly eyeshadow. So pretty. Well, I'm gonna love this makeup look. I'm excited. Great for the holidays. And I am with the glitter gonna bring this eyeshadow all the way into the inner corner of my eye. Okay. Now I'm gonna top it off with, this is from Charlotte Tilbury. I love all of her products. This is the Uptown Girl palette. And I'm gonna be using this bottom color right here, which is again, another shimmery, it's like a really light shimmery color that I'm just gonna top on top of the shimmer I've already done to really, really make it pop and highlight it. I'm also gonna use the same shimmery color to highlight underneath my brow bone just a little bit, and in the inner corners of my eyes so that it really, really pops. Wow, it just does not apply as well with a brush. You really do have to go in with your finger. Pretty. Okay, now that I have my shimmery eyeshadow on, I'm gonna go in with a liquid liner. So the makeup look I'm going for today is like a super shimmery holiday eye with like a little winged liner and then a bright red lip. So before I do my liquid eyeliner, I always do a brown pencil first, because once you start with the liquid eyeliner, it's so hard to fix any mistakes. But if you start with a brown pencil, then it's super easy to fix the mistakes, and then you can always trace over that with your black liquid liner. So I'm using Marc Jacobs. This is like an ultra fine eyeliner, and the color is called Truffled. And I'm just gonna go in the outer corner of my eye, and I start from right below the lashes and just drag it up. Also kind of following the line that I made with the tape and the eyeshadow. And then I kind of drag it out with my fingers so that it naturally lifts and gets smaller. And then the same on the other side. Perfect. So once I see that they're like even, then I let the line, I can't talk. And then I draw the line to meet up with my lash line, like this. Just coloring that in. It does not need to be perfect because, like I said, we're gonna trace over it with a liquid eyeliner anyways. Okay, now that I have my little outline of where I want the liner, I'm gonna be using this Sephora Black Ink Fine Line Felt Liner, just basically a black liquid liner, and I'm just gonna trace over the line that I've already drawn. And then I'm taking the liner maybe halfway into my lash line, so it stops basically right above where my iris is, or my, my pupil. And I'm gonna make this a little bit more dramatic. Perfect, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Wow. There's always one eye that wants to do, like, be an angel, and the other eye is just like, nope, not today, not having it. It's actually not too bad right now. I'm pretty happy with how the wings turned out. So now I'm just gonna, like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna curl my eyelashes just a little bit. I use the Shiseido eyelash curler. I really think that it is the best. I've had it for years. I honestly never even replaced the little squishy pad, and it still works great. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes a bit. And then I'm gonna apply just a little bit of mascara. I'm gonna do more later because I am gonna do a false lash. So this is Hourglass Unlocked Mascara, and I'm just gonna use a little bit. Just like one coat, and then I'll add more later. Perfect. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with my fake eyelashes. So these are number 301 from Ardell. I love these. They're just a nice corner lash. So instead of doing a full strip lash, I like to do it just in the outer corner so that it really gives that like cat eye effect. And I also kind of want to do like a vintage vibe for this makeup look today. So I'm just gonna use a eyelash applicator. Highly recommend getting one of these if you don't have one already. If you intend to wear fake eyelashes, it just makes it so much easier to apply them. And then I use this is Duo eyelash adhesive. Just apply that to the lash. Let it dry for a moment or two so that it's really tacky and it sticks in place where you want to put it. And then I just place it in the outer corner. I'm gonna let that one dry, and then I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Perfect, now I'm just gonna wait for my eyelashes to dry before I move on with the rest of my makeup. So I just glued on my eyelashes, and then I just give them one last like pinch with this to make sure they're really secured to my actual lash line. I have this constant fear with fake eyelashes that they're gonna peel off, because I went to a red carpet event once, and when I got there, my eyelash was literally like hanging on for dear life. Like it was half peeled off, and I was like, this looks terrible, what am I gonna do? So I literally was like peeling off my lashes in the car and just decided to go lashless, because I was like, I'd rather go lashless than have like one that's half on. So I'm gonna give them one more curl now that they're on there with my eyelashes, just so everything really goes together and they're really lifted. And then I'm gonna go back over the liquid eyeliner that I've already done so that it really meets up with the eyelash. Just gonna thicken the line a little bit so that it's a bit more dramatic, since this is a holiday look. Perfect. Now that I have the liner on, I'm gonna go back over it with the Hourglass mascara that I used earlier. And I think I'm actually just going to do the top lashes today. I think I'm gonna skip the bottom lash and kind of keep a little bit of a more vintage look. Yeah, I really like that, where it's like heavy on top and then nothing underneath the eye. So I'm gonna keep it like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on to eyebrows. So for my brows, I'm using, this is Lancome Brow Define Pencil, and the shade is called Medium Brown, and I'm just gonna fill in my brows. I'm loving like a dark brow lately, especially with this like vintage holiday glam. I think that it'll be really nice to do something like more bold. So I'm gonna fill in my brows even a little bit more than I normally would, and really like accentuating the arch, because I do kind of want to do, since I'm kind of going for like a vintage vibe, I feel like a really dark bushy brow will be nice and the eye is not too heavy, at least not in my opinion, compared to like my normal like dark smoky eye if I'm doing glam. So I'm just kind of darkening, and then I'm gonna go in with this brow pomade from REFY, and oops, I'm just gonna use this to really comb my eyebrows up. You guys know I love a bushy brow, so this look is no exception. And this stuff just like literally locks it in place so well. So I'm just brushing it up and then using the other side to comb out kind of like it's kind of like a brow wax. And so I just use this side to like comb it out and get the brows exactly where I want them. And then I like to go over it with my own little spoolie, one of these, to really get the shape exactly where I want them. So I always brush the front part, like the part closest to the center. I like it up, and then the rest I kind of go to the side with. Actually, I'm gonna darken the eyeshadow just a little bit. So I'm gonna go back with the Givenchy, the same color I used earlier. It's kind of like rust color right here. And I'm just gonna darken the crease just a little bit over where I have all the silver glitter. It's so pretty. So just darkening the crease a little bit. I'm gonna leave the bottom bare. And then I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass concealer again. And now I'm gonna do a little bit of a heavier application now that my eye makeup is done. And again, use my concealer to like snatch the under eyes. So I always do it lifting up and then in the inner corners and then around my nose and around the corners of my mouth as well. I think I'm gonna blend this out with my finger under the eye so that I can be more like precise with it. I want a really bright, pretty under eye today so that everything looks really lifted and awake. Just blending that out, and wow, that already made such a difference in my makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that with my Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder, my favorite for my under eyes, and I'm just gonna use a good amount of that to really set my under eyes, and then to also kind of set my T-zone in between my brows, around my nose, my chin. And now I'm gonna move on to the rest of my face. So I'm gonna go back again. I always layer my bronzer. I kind of do it at the beginning and then again at the end. I don't know why, there's no like method to my madness. I just put makeup on until I feel confident with the way that it looks. So I'm gonna add a bit more bronzer everywhere. Just gonna bronze up everywhere, chin, cheeks, tip of my nose. You know the drill. And then I'm gonna go back in with the same Hourglass blush that I already used and do a little bit more of that. The apples of my cheeks and across the tip of my nose. And then highlighter. Where the heck is my highlighter? Okay, so I'm gonna be going in with, this is new from BECCA. It's BECCA Ignite Highlighter. Oh, and the color is Passion. So I'm gonna be using a little bit of this. When I say a little bit, I actually mean a lot. And I'm just gonna top this on my cheekbones. Actually, I think I will use my damp beauty blender, just the back of it that doesn't have foundation on it, to really press this into my cheekbones. Next, okay, next I'm gonna go on to lips. This is my favorite red lipstick of all time. Like anytime I've done an event or anything where I wear red lipstick, I only wear this one because it's my favorite, tried and true. It is Kat Von D and the color is called Nosferatu, and this is like the perfect red. And also once it sets, it lasts all night long. So I'm gonna outline my lips first. This is also Kat Von D. This is a lip liner and the color is called Outlaw. Just a red lip liner just so I can get the shape down before I put the actual lipstick on. Just getting the shape. I'm not really too perfect with this, as you can see. Once I have the shape done, then I'm gonna top it with the lipstick. Once I get the lipstick on, I like to just blot it once with a tissue, just so that it doesn't transfer. And then a makeup trick that I learned through modeling is you take a finger and you go like that, and then any lipstick on your finger is probably lipstick that would have gotten on your teeth since it's in the inside of your lips, if that makes sense. Isn't this just the best shade of red lipstick? I love it. It's like kind of has like a blue undertone, so it makes your teeth look more white, whereas if you go with like an orange undertone in your red lipstick, apparently they say it makes your teeth look more yellow. But this is the final look for my holiday glam. I love the red lips, I love the shimmery eye, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. See you next time. Bye.